What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down how to run an out route versus outside shade press. We're going to be taking a look at this route here from Devonta. We're going to be talking about how you guys don't want to force an outside release on an out route, how you guys can restack on an out route, and how you guys can use this shoulder-reduced technique to put yourself in the best position possible to create some separation. So I hope this video gives you guys some value, but also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want an ultimate wide receiver training schedule, everything that you need to do in the gym as a wide receiver and on the field, check out that very first link in the description for our ultimate wide receiver training schedule. What you'll get access to is a 4-week on-field wide receiver workout plan where we give you all the specific drills you need to do on the field, broken down into specific sets and repetitions, and we include a video breaking down each drill, and you would get a 28-day wide receiver gym training program that combines with the field workout. So both programs coincide with each other. Hope you guys could check that out to really take your game to that next level. Very first link in the description below, fellas. Let's get started with this video. So first things first here, obviously Devonta Smith does a great job of shoulder reducing and being able to make this play over the top and restacking to give that rocker step. So let's talk about it. So anytime I got to run an out route, right? So many coaches will tell you, hey, you got to take an outside release, especially down the red zone. Have to take an outside release. You can't take an inside release on an outside breaking route, right? That's completely false. You got to be able to trust yourself at the top of this route to create some separation and trust yourself off the line of scrimmage, right? So this DB, you see how he's outside shade. Smith isn't going to try to force the outside release here because, again, an out route's a timing throw at the quarterback. He wants to throw this thing on time. He's not going to be waiting. No quarterback is ever going to be throwing an out route late. So we got to give him some space for him to be able to lead me to the sideline. So Smith doesn't force it. If he were to force this outside release, DB would get right into this hip and completely force him towards that sideline, right? So we got to make sure that we don't force it, take the inside release. So now, what sets up this entire route, how he's able to get back over the top, is the reduce of this shoulder. You see how he reduces his inside shoulder and he just kind of dips. Something that I work on with my receivers is we'll set up like the letter C almost, and we'll put like a towel at the top of the C, and you got to dip your shoulder and scoop up the towel, almost like a D lineman when he's ripping underneath, right? So if this DB were to get hands on him, worst case scenario, it'll be with his right hand and it'll be on his back, and that shoulder reduce allows him to get back over the top and do what we call is a restack, okay? So when you restack a DB, that's essentially when he's trailing your back hip, and this is a position that we want to try to get to on every single route. Whether you're running a fade route, the quarterback can fade you out this way, whether you're running a post route, whether you're running an out route, you have to get to this restack position so that DB is watching your back hip, and if he doesn't have hands on you, even better, like in this case. So what Smith decides to go with here is this rocker step, right? So a rocker step is essentially like a 1-2. It's like a double up release off the line. It's not a double move, but it's like a two-step, right? So you want to step to the direction that you're going first, and you want to really sell like you're running a post, you're running a dig, whatever it may be. So you see how he hits him with this rocker. It's a 1-2, and you see how much his upper half turns, because where's this DB supposed to be watching? This DB's eyes are a little high. DBs are not taught to look at the head and the shoulders. They're taught to look at the hips and the waist, right? So if the DB's eyes are high, we're going to win every single time. But so many receivers, what they'll do is they'll just give a little lean out of it. They'll just lean with their upper half. They'll lean with their shoulders. They don't actually sell with their whole entire body to the post, and that's what's going to get you the most separation when you actually sell with your body, right? So that's what Smith does such a great job of. First step is sudden, little head fake to the outside, and he really throws to the second step. That's what's going to get this DB to hesitate. That's going to get him to try to undercut, and then obviously when I get to this point, anybody can get to this point where they get separation, but can you keep the separation? Can you accelerate off the break? Because obviously the quarterback's going to be throwing you here. We got to make sure that I accelerate to that spot and I really burst out of this route to win the race back to the ball. It's a perfect route there by Smith. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Remember, don't force the outside release, fellas. Take that inside release, work to restack, and then either restack to work a rocker, restack to work a heavy in fake to the inside, or let's say one more thing. If this DB were to actually play this thing well and he was hip to hip with you and you were here, what's something you could do? You could throw him by, right? So with an inside release on an out route, you can do one of two things: restack to work a move at the top, or throw by if he is hip to hip with you. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Great job by Smith not forcing it, working the restack with the shoulder reduce, and then obviously hitting him with that rocker step. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments below. Always appreciate the feedback you guys give. It helps me come up with new ideas for new videos, so I definitely appreciate it. And again, fellas, if you haven't heard, we are coming to Las Vegas September 11th and September 12th for a quarterback and wide receiver clinic. Only 20 spots. We are almost sold out for our youth clinic, so I hope you guys could check that out. It's the very second link in the description below. It's a great opportunity for quarterbacks and wide receivers in the Las Vegas area or thereabouts, somewhere close, to get better. So I hope you guys could check that out. Second link in the description below. I'll see you guys next time.